Every man that has a daughter, you need to listen to me, because if you're not speaking over her life, if you're not affirming her, if you're not teaching her worth and value, you better believe that if that need is unmet, then Satan will start placing thoughts in the minds of your daughter that I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, that I need somebody to fulfill me and complete me. And then Satan, because he's a schemer, he will strategically arrange some predator, some boy who does not want her, but who just wants to use her as an object for his own physical fulfillment. And because you hadn't taught her how to peep game, she fall for that foolishness. Y'all not talking to me. If you a man and you got a daughter, every boy at her school ought to hurt you, ought to hate you, because she ought to know all the lines, all the tricks. Nope, my daddy told me you were going to say that foolishness. Bye, boo, boo, bye. Bye, boo, boo, bye. No, the enemy will use that. And you'll find yourself in these making these transactions with your body that's never really about the physical. And sometimes you get older, and you got guilt, you got shame, you get older, then you get the revelation that, dang, I ain't even really want that. And you find yourself saying, man, I wish somebody would have told me.
Yeah. So this is why we talk about the importance of having two parents in the household, and why it's equally as important for a young lady to have her father in her life as it is for a man, as a boy child to have his father in his life. There are different things that each parent brings to the table for both boy and girl children, because if the father basically is not there, or he's not instilling certain things into his daughter, as she grows, she's going to be looking for it out there in the world. And because she doesn't know what it feels like or looks like to have that type of love from a male, she's just going to be trying to figure it out on her own. So I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to share the clip, because we often talk about, the singleness, the single parent homes, and why it's important basically to have both mommy and daddy in the home. Oftentimes we talk about the deficit that it has on the male child, but we don't necessarily talk about the deficit that it'll have on the female child as well.
Yeah, like the walls cometh for all of us. It does. And I'm just going to let you know that there will be guys out there sniffing around your daughters. Oh, hell no. Now, see, he was talking about it from a spiritual perspective. But even if you, one of the people who watch our channel who don't necessarily believe, I know it's probably going to be less and less of y'all because we're talking more and more about the Bible. But even from your perspective, dudes is going to be chasing the draws, man. Yep. They're going to be chasing the draws.
What does GTD stand for? Got the draws, okay?
And if you don't have a dad there that gave a woman the sense of self-worth, just like he said, single baby mama, another one, single baby daddy. Unfortunately, we live in a society where the women are being labored with the children all the time, and the men are just absent from that, especially when the home is broken up.
Right.
The chances of you having an active father in your child's life increases when you get married.
Yes.
Right.
Because when we get married, you have the most active, in our community, you have the most active fathers in children's lives.
Yeah.
In our community. Yep. That's us. That's one thing we number one in.
Yeah! Oh, better luck next time, buddy.
But you don't hear that narrative.
You don't hear that. Most active daddies is us, right? But when you look at the rate of single mom homes or out of wedlock single mom type homes or whatever, it's a very nuanced definition. But out of wedlock single parent homes where there are blended families, and that's where all of the blended families and all of that other stuff comes into that category when it's not a married home, we have like 70%. And then it's in that 70% that you hear a lot of the dads don't do nothing, they're not around, part of that is because you was out of order, and because you out of order and you didn't get married before you carry, you put yourself in a situation where the men that you tended to do that with, they're not the type of men that would be those most active fathers. See, the most active fathers will marry you.
Yep.
That part.
The ones that ain't the most active fathers won't. Now, there's always an exception. And I know I got to always say that. We always speak to the majority because everybody's always going to talk about that one person or maybe that 10 people they know. But that's not the majority of us.
Right.
Usually, if you're the type of person who does not want to get married, you're also the type of person that will walk away from your children. It just is what it is. I'm just talking about stats. I'm not talking about how I feel and all of this other stuff. That's just how the statistics, when you start to actually put the statistics together to paint a picture of how relationships look, that's the picture it starts to paint.
Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful. How's your day going? How did you sleep? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? How's your day? When can I take you out? When can I see you? This weekend, can I take you out? These are the text messages I've been receiving from one person for the past 2 weeks. So I finally say, yeah, sure, I can go out this weekend. So this weekend has came. And today was the day I said I was available. Guess what? No text. No good morning. No what you doing? How's your day? What happened? The day of the date. Nothing. And I know you don't think I was going to text you to remind you. I know you don't think that I was going to text you and say, hey, are we still going? Absolutely not. This is exactly why I haven't been on a date in over a year and a half. A year and a half. And when I finally entertained the thought, yeah, I'm available.
What you think about this?
You ran into a simp. You ran into a simp. All of that love bombing he was doing, you fell for it. I don't know why he didn't decide to show up. I don't know if...
Yeah, that's just weird.
I don't know what game he was playing. That felt weird.
Yeah.
To spend time doing that. But if somebody got time to be doing that and they don't even know you, y'all ain't even been on a date. Y'all ain't met yet. They doing all of that to you online. They got time for that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Why they not expressing interest in somebody that's around them, you know? Why they doing all that to you? That whole situation just seemed, this is dating in 2024. That's what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Yep. Well, I mean, it could be somebody that you know. Not really.
I doubt it. I think that seemed like the most. Because if it's somebody that you know, that's even worse. Then they just don't show up on the day that you decide to entertain them with a date.
Well,
I don't know. They catfishing you. I don't know what's going on there. That's just weird. I understand why she would be upset about it. That's just odd. I don't know, sis. You ain't been on a date in a year and a half. Maybe you should stop dating. You know what? Maybe you doing exactly what you need to be doing. Dating is horrible. Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
I would advise nobody to date. Don't date. Nope.
Because they said it's pee in a dating pool.
Bruh.
Hey.
She ran into one of them little floating little brown things in the water. That's what she ran into. That was crazy. No, I don't understand.
Yeah, that's just weird.
That was weird. Maybe somebody who's more of an expert in the dating scene can be like, tell me exactly what happened there. Or if because even if the person was just catfish, I don't understand what they thought they were going to get out of it.
This is why we say if you are going to date, you need to date within your circles.
Yes.
Like date amongst people you know, like a group of people that you know, people that you could have already vetted and have been vetted by your peers and people that know you and people that know them. Because just strangers, it's just like...
And him laying himself before you like the way he did, like he already sounded like soft. Is that even attractive to a woman if there's a guy was to do that? Like somebody that you don't know is just like every morning, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? How was your day? Like, doesn't that seem a little like stalky? Like I was gonna say
that feels sus. I'd be like, block.
Yeah, that was weird. And then you decide to go on. I hope you had your mace. Well, you can. Y'all don't know what that is, but me and my wife got a thing called a can, or a little buck. On you, little mini one, little small one, cute, something. I hope so. I hope you wasn't just taking a chance.
Yeah, that was just special.
That was crazy.
Maybe what she says is going to help the other girl.
Yeah.
In this one, let's see. If you guys made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Turn your post notifications so that way you can let YouTube know that you appreciate what we're putting down.
All right. I don't even know how many we did.
This is just dating in 2024.
Whatever. That's I feel so bad for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. Okay. I'm gonna actually literally pray for y'all like tonight.
Yes.
And I hope it gets better. All right.
Hey everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Press the off button.